look. This is really exciting. Ça fait du bien. Look, I saw the car, the guests out the gate, they left, and my landlords were out, and it feels so good to be alive. I can make as much noise as I want. Nobody to tell me, oh, why are you making so much noise? Keep quiet. But now my landlords have come back. So it's funny, I had a sense of oppression, which happens very easily when people are around me. I feel such a sense of liberation when I'm alone, mostly, except if I'm happening to be depressed, which, of course, has less excitement there, of course. Oh, it's good to let go, it's good to let loose, it's good to express. And what I get from Bashar, I don't know if Alexandra has watched any more videos of Bashar, have you? And yes, you have, haven't you? Yes. Well, I can tell you, dear Alexandra was watching, because you're on your own there. This is not interesting to anybody else, as we know. Oh, it's so exciting, it's so exciting! Hooray! Hooray! Hurrah! Yes, Bashar says the only way to make the law of attraction work, so he doesn't really talk about the law of attraction itself. He says it's to follow our passions. So how do we follow our passions? I don't have passions as such, because I'm interested by many things. But the thing that I think I need to work on is being excited, because I need to speak up so everybody can hear who's not Alexandra, because of being emotionally repressed, which I keep going on and on about till I'll be so bored of it I won't even want to talk about it, because it will have all transformed and gone. Yes, follow our passion. So how do I do to follow my passion? Yes, to feel that, to manifest the world that I want to live in, because we are living in very exciting times, very exciting times. Very, very exciting times, I'll say 3 times. Look, this is all spontaneous, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'll talk about it anyway. Exciting times. It's also very fearful times. And I don't mean fearful because mainstream media tell us we should be scared. Scared of the chickens, scared of the flu, scared of everything. Scared of the aliens, scared of the... what does they tell us to be scared about? Oh yeah, we need to be scared of the climate. Let's be scared if there's too much wind, if there's not enough rain, if there's too much sun, if there's not enough sun. Let's all be really worried. That's what they want us. So they want fear. What I'm wondering, and I don't know about this, is are there entities or energetical beings which are not physical, as in what we say us humans are physical, if we really truly are physical? Are there entities that feed on our fear? Entities feeding on fear, I know can happen, because I have heard I had an entity attachment which happened at the time of the rape when I was little. And that entity was so enormously clever and fat. It was invisible to the person who looked for it, and eventually went back and looked again. And they found it hiding, and it said it was enormous, and it was feeding off my unhappiness. And when I was in trauma, the trauma happening, I called for help, and I don't know what age I was, but I called for help, for anything to help me. Unfortunately, what came, maybe we don't know why I attracted that one rather than an angel who was good and had good intentions. But that thing attached to my field, and it didn't leave me till Steve took it off me. So to go back to fear in general, I wonder if there are entities, as say entities we don't realize on this earth, not that are individually attached to us, but entities, say if you look at a chicken farm, and say a farmer is looking after 10,000 chickens in one barn. Imagine the farmer is a bit of a loony and he likes to see chickens suffering. So for these chickens, not that it's in his interest, this is just a hypothetical thing. He will feed them, or he will blow in the barn some gas that kills the chickens slowly and with a lot of suffering on the part of the birds. That farmer or person is enjoying very much and is getting, say, dopamine release, some sort of energetical reward, mental reward for making the birds suffer. There are people like that, yes. Unfortunately, they are not working on themselves, and usually they think they're right. Never mind that. So imagine that situation reversed on a population scale. Imagine what we can't see. Say some entity which is not from this timeline or planet, or is watching us and enjoying our suffering. Remember, it's been done through the control of the religion, since the religions of this timeline started. The Jewish religion, I'm not too sure what they are like with needing to suffer, but I know, like many of you, that Catholicism is very much about we need to suffer, we are sinners, we are impure, sex is dirty and should not be used, and all the bullshit. I don't know enough about the other religions to say or comment. But imagine then, is there something, if there was something that feeds off our fear collectively, say, go back to the film The Matrix. I'm not sure the babies that are incubated in those factories they weren't really fed fear, they were just grown and then thrown into the illusion of what they call the reality world. But imagine they would be fearful, and that thing would feed would get satisfaction out of getting them to suffer, and then they would manipulate them and make them into what they want. But what's the point? Because they do not get these humans or these souls into these bodies to ever reach the potential. So that's what I keep wondering. When I am in fear and I'm reading about Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and all these entities that are supposedly there to help humanity, but it's very visible that their help is actually detrimental to us as a group, as a large group, and only beneficial to very few of them. And that goes back to the question, if they're poisoning the planet with all their shit, and they're shooting themselves in the feet. I don't know. I don't understand that bit. Chemtrails apparently are real. There's something, someone told me the US government did declare it was true, that there was a shit being sprayed from planes like aluminium in very small particles and God knows what else. That's pollutants. But, well, I had chosen not to believe in that. But maybe if it is true, it is true. But why would they pollute the planet and then they be alone but to be on there? I don't know, it seems a bit like, are they lunatics? Are they not thinking it through? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I think it's a waste of my energy to even speak about them. And yes, it is. So to go back to what interests me is as to why I'm speaking to myself today. Is following the passions is the way to make the law of attraction happen for us. And I don't mean for us to suddenly have 100 million pounds in the bank. I mean the manifestation of this life being the best life we could ever have in this body and mind with what we have at this moment, and for us to evolve into the greatest happiness. Oh, I'm so excited. I lose the thread of what I'm talking about. That's all right, isn't it? Alexandra, please don't worry. If I'm going senile, we'll be two in it, so that's fine. So, the passions. How do I follow my passions? As I said before, I don't know what my passions are, other than I would like to really be the person I was born to be. And that I think is the person, because I've always been, I'm repeating myself, because I've been repressed verbally. That passion today is me getting back into a very free verbal communication, at least with myself, if not with other people. It would be great if it was with other people, and slowly it is happening. Slowly I'm becoming stronger. Slowly I'm not attracting people anymore who just talk about themselves all the time. They're actually listening to me. And I wanted to share the friend who came on Sunday, because it was Sunday, not Saturday, who visited, who was going to just talk about himself. Well, you know what? After the work I did on myself, he came and listened to me about 35%, 40%, instead of the 25% I feel normally I am heard. And I was really surprised. This is great success, that at last something is changing. As I change, the people around me change. And that is so exciting. For their better. And the stories he shared with me were outstanding. Stories of angels and antichrists whom he's met in spirit. It's brilliant. It's exciting. Of course, I don't have his skills, so I listen to him with a mouth like that. Oh my God. If only I had anything to share. If only I had any power. So, the power, my passion. I don't know what is my passion. My passion doesn't matter really if I wasn't born with the same capacities than he has. And why should I? I'm just envious. I would love to be psychic, but something holds me back, and what holds me back is if I was really powerful, I know I would become a dick. Well, at least I've known it. I would have become a dick when I was maybe younger. Maybe today I would manage to be a bit less stupid and not use it for detrimental, not use it for gains, but use it to help others become the best version of themselves, or the world to jump into the dimension that is the one that I would prefer. Because that goes back to Bashar, who said there are multi dimensions of this earth, and there is a dimension where Atlantis did not fall into the sea, and the Atlantis people thrived, and the society thrived in a peaceful state. So obviously I don't suppose I can go back to a world where I am in Atlantis and the beautiful people with the brown skin I am one of, because maybe I know too much now to be aware back into that sort of space. But what I want for the earth and for myself, and I keep saying, if I am not there to enjoy it, I don't mind, because all I want, as I have no children, is for this planet to be radiant. And by radiant, I mean with humans having the technology which does not harm them, but on the opposite, they learn with reason to use it for the better good of all, and not for the greed or money making of billionaires. The nature, the sea just cleaning itself, plastic dissolving eaten by fungi or bacteria back into a space where it doesn't stop. The soil, nor the sea, doesn't poison. You know, where that changes. And I'm so excited to be part of this. And the only thing I can do is not extremely anything, to be within the joy and to focus on the joy and the relief, so that this highest vibration of being, instead of living in fear and feeding possible entities which feed on our fear, to be in the place where I am in power and others are empowered, and we all feel we have a purpose. If we want the same goal, we will jump into the other parallel realities where what we truly want is already happening, because we know time and space is an illusion. The scientists are telling us that now. So it's all very exciting, and I will stop this video there. Watch it and upload it. That's it, really. And it's just very exciting to be able to record myself. And yeah, that's it.